That's been the slogan since small kids. Yeah, ain't have to tell them, long live. Lyricism forever, that's on big. Everywhere I throw my L up, long live.
Gather round, hustlers, that's if you're still listening. Mickey Fax here, welcome to Cologne Cap, where if something is hot, you get a ah. And if something is whack, you get a cap. It's been a minute. Last time y'all saw me, I think was for the ransom joint. But you know, we back. And I'm happy to be back. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think of this particular review. Also, join the Patreon down below. Watch me listening to this stuff in full. Patreon.com/Ink Pieces. It's lit. But today's review comes from my big bro, Busta Rhymes and Dilla, Dillagence. And oh boy, do we have a situation. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about this joint, right? Before we get into that, y'all know me, I gotta talk about my relationship with the character, right? I don't have a relationship with Dilla. I found out about Dilla after he passed away. I wasn't one of those guys that championed for him before he passed. I knew about him afterwards. And I did my research and I became somebody who appreciated what he did. But as far as Busta Rhymes, been a fan of Busta Rhymes since Woo-Ha. I was a little too young for Scenario and the Leaders of the New School. Been a fan since then. One of my favorite albums is ELE. And I had the pleasure of meeting Busta Rhymes when I did the BT Cypher, which I was really proud of. Shout out to my man, Reek the Villain, Zakan, I think his name was. And Music Matters, BT Music Matters. They put that whole thing together, and Busta Rhymes actually rhymed in that joint, but they didn't put it out. Stephen Hill was also there. And, you know, me and Busta connected there, right? And I would see him throughout, you know, the years. Saw him backstage at Yeezus when he came out with Tribe Called Quest. Shout out to my guy, Q-Tip. And me and Busta's been cool since then. He let me hear one of his albums really early on, about a decade ago. Called me up, you know, on IG Live, like, yo, pull up, nigga. I'm gonna get you the address. Pulled up, listened to the album, it was fire. I forgot what project that was. And then, you know, his team reached out to me to try to come and listen to this album a little bit earlier, but it was very last minute and tickets was very expensive. I don't live in New York no more. But I've always had a great relationship with Busta Rhymes. Also, if you guys saw me and him at Summer Madness 2, along with Diddy and Q-Tip, King Los, we were up there. So we got this Dillagence 2. Now, I don't think I listened to Dillagence 1, but Dillagence 2, I like it. And I want to get into it so you guys can get a little bit of an understanding of how I feel about the project. There's, I think, 3 skits on here. The skits are My Dukes Speaks Again, My Dukes Closing Words, and I think The Story of the Old Man, I believe that's also a skit. So really, even though it's 19 songs, it's really 16 songs. So we have to judge it based on those 16 songs. And let's get into it. So let's talk about the good. Now, when we talk about Busta Rhymes, what do we talk about? He has a great ear for production. And you guys got to know that it's Dilla. So all of the beats are fire. All of the beats are fire. Now, there might be some stuff here and there that I might not like. But for the most part, the beats are fire, okay? When we talk about Busta Rhymes, we talk about energy, right? As well as lyricism, right? He has his own particular style of lyricism, right? He's more of a vibe lyricist, right? But when it's time for him to get in that bag and he gets into it, it's crazy. And he has some standout tracks on here. How the Boss Will Deliver, which is the second song on here that I absolutely loved. I thought Entry with Lareezy was great. Shout out to Lareezy. I thought The Woman with D'Angelo, fire, so fire. Rest in peace to D'Angelo. Run 'Em Down with Watch the Duck was incredible. Love and War, another great record with C.S. Armstrong and Talib. Talib went off on that joint. Kingpin, another great song. Really appreciated that joint with Anderson .Paak and Luda. I thought Luda lost his mind on that joint. Wait for You, which should have been a single with Big Sean and Honey Baby. Love that joint. And obviously, Common has arguably damn near potentially a verse of the year with what we got in common.
Yeah.
Great records. Let's talk about the features on this project. So some of the features was really good. Obviously, Common, John Batiste cooked. Talib cooked. Luda cooked. Pac cooked. Honey Baby cooked. Even T3 on Lay Down went off. Big Sean cooked. C.S. Armstrong, obviously, again. I liked Psy, and Trillion. I think they might be his kids, I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. And obviously, my boy Larizi did really well on this joint. So the features were really good. But I want to also talk about the songwriting, right? Now, this might be some of Busta's best songwriting in terms of lyricism, right? Long gone are the days where Busta's coming, and this is also a hip-hop album. It's a Dilla produced album. But long gone are the days on this particular project where he's trying to make a big record, right? These are not big record Busta. This is not a big record Busta album, right? This is more so an appreciation of the culture. And I think he exhibited that at a high level, right? I especially like when he gets into his introspective, esoteric, conspiracy theory bag. I think that's when Busta's at his best, when he's trying to get his bars off. He just be going off. I love his ad-libs. I love his sound effect kind of game. Like, he puts a lot of effort into making sure we're entertained audibly with his content, which I really appreciate. And I think he executed that well. I think the arrangement is really good too. He did a fantastic job putting this particular project together. Now that we got that out the way.
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Let's have a conversation about. Okay. Now, when we talk about the mid, there are some songs on here and some questions that I have. So Royalty is a record that was produced by J Dilla, that was on a Kanye album. Was on a Common album. Was very shocked to hear that. I don't know the background of it, even though I like that song a lot. I had to put it in the mid because I don't know why that happened.
No, don't like that.
Not too sure. I think it was They Say that Common had, and they just did this over. Very shocking to hear that on this. Shout out to Dilla. Was very shocked. So that was threw me off a little bit. Talk Your Shit with Lil Wayne. Wasn't a fan of that song. I don't know what Wayne was on. Not my favorite particular joint. I believe this might have been one of the singles. He honestly probably should have led with Common.
It's ready already.
Put a nigga in his
It's ready already. It's ready already.
I think he should have led with Common on this, or even Big Sean, or even Luda, because they kind of went. And that's another thing. Busta, and this should have been in the good, but Busta shows up when somebody appears on the record that potentially could go off. Like, Busta still has that competitive nature in him, which I love. But Talk Your Shit, I just don't know what Wayne was doing on that joint. Not a big fan of that. And also Shoe. I didn't like the record Shoe. I'm not personally a fan of records that do that kind of thing. So I thought Shoe was a little off to me, as well as Back Pain, Chest Pain, Head Pain. Not too sure about that.
What was that?
But, aside from that, it's Busta. So you know what you're getting when you get a Busta record. Now let's talk about the bad. Now when it comes to the bad here, it's not too much bad. I just think this project is too long. It's just a long project. And 9 out of 16 songs, if he cuts like maybe 4 or 5 records, he got a really great album. I don't want to say it would be a classic, but he got a really great album. If he cuts a lot of this stuff down, it's just too many records.
I shouldn't have said that.
This is a hour-long project, and I don't know. Do you guys like long projects? Am I the only one that doesn't like long projects? I don't know. But for right now, like I'm looking at it like this might have been a little too long for me. Pause.
Hey, yo.
It's just too much. The beats are great, but I just also feel like, I don't know, it could have shortened it a little bit. But aside from that, you know, it's a really well-produced project. He has some great features on here, and it's done well. So my ranking on this particular project, I give this album a 4.3. I think he executed what he needed to execute. Dilla and his production was there. Obviously, he's not there to kind of really executive produce the project, but Busta has been in the studio before I was even thinking about rapping, 1992. So we looking at 34 years in the game. He knows what to do when he's in the studio. I just would have loved that J Dilla was able to be there and manifest it a little bit better, but obviously that's not possible. I love the beat changes in the projects as well. And Busta was doing what he did lyrically. He did exceptionally well from that standpoint. I think he executed that well. He knows how to make a great song, so that's there. I just think there was the project is too long, and there were some records that I just was a little bit of a question mark on. But aside from that, really solid project. What do you guys think about Dillagence 2? Is my rating too low? Is it too high? What do you guys think? Is it right in the middle? Am I tripping? Am I not tripping? Let me know down below in the comments. Did you get a chance to listen to it? I think you should. You should go out and purchase it. This is Cologne the Cat. If something is hot, you get a, and if something is whack, you get a cat. Subscribe, like, share, and sign up to the Patreon when you can.